so sad that instead of working at creating that reality for ourselves, we are focusing on just projecting something to the world.
Which is not there. No human being is perfect.
Yeah.
We are humans, we are bound to fail, we are bound to go through difficult patch. So you are not the only one. And sooner the better. So fail early, fail fast.
They have the courage to do what's right for them.
Yeah.
Even if it means working in the relationship. You know, not always walking out. And that also requires a lot of courage.
कितने लोग होंगे जिनको अपना हम जो करना है वही कर पाते होंगे.
Correct.
And I feel so proud that we work in a place, in an industry that is absolutely secular.
Yeah.
Absolutely secular.
So welcome Vidya, welcome Pratik to Times of India.
Thank you.
I have loved the trailer and it's so refreshing.
Thank
so,
you.
So what did, you know, when the script was offered to you, what were your initial thoughts?
Loved it.
Yeah.
You know, just sounded bizarre that, you know, there was this couple stuck in a situation like this, which almost seemed impossible and confusing and yet funny. And so, you know, refreshing that we made a rom-com.
Yeah.
Because I've been dying to do a rom-com for a while. So I thought this was like the perfect story for
They are
that.
in fresh and unique situations,
Yeah.
which I have never seen or read anywhere.
Yeah.
True.
That something like this can also happen to somebody.
And you know, a lot of comments that I keep on reading on social media, and fans are really excited to see you together on screen. So again, you know, when you were working or being part of this movie, how was your experience? I mean, I would love to know it from Pratik
Yeah,
first.
sure.
Oh, I was so excited when I was offered this film. And kudos to our producers and the director who actually thought of this casting. For me, it was like a big thing that getting to work with Vidya for the first time, and that too on subject like this, which is absolutely unique and fresh. I was excited, and throughout the film, throughout the shooting, the journey has been so fun-filled and enriching.
Yeah.
Because I guess this was the first set where I had worked with so many females on set. Right from actor to director to the AD team, everybody. And seeing, you know, relationships, these complexities,
Correct.
rom-com, from a female perspective, female director's perspective was also refreshing.
Right. And when it comes to, you know, complexities in a relationship, we always get emotional, and we have, even while reading a novel, we get too emotional. But this is like a rom-com. And as actors, how do you see that?
You know, I love the fact that the lens is humorous. Because it could have been a very serious, intense
Correct.
relationship story. But thankfully it's not, because for outsiders it is quite funny that there are 4 people stuck in this situation. You know, but for the people going through it, of course it must be whatever it is.
It must be a difficult situation for them. The most bizarre situation in their lives. And in fact, in this film, it's rom-com, it's entertaining. At the same time, it is so real that you will actually feel that you're peeping into somebody's life.
Yeah.
And just watching it as third person. So nobody has, we have not played humor.
Yeah. And I just had fun. You know, I think we all had fun. We enjoyed it because there was everything, right? There are fights, there's fun, there's romance, there's jealousy, there's everything in the film, and there's good music.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big part.
Big plus for any rom-com.
In each and every movie, you have your own, I feel you add your own take to the relationship. Like even Mission Mangal, it was not concentrating on or looking at relationship, but it had its own touch. When, you know, when I looked at the family part of it. So you bring your own take to a relationship, and this is very different.
Right.
So how was that?
I actually... It's the first time I've heard something like that. So
no, but it
I'm
is
a
so
bit-
true. When she asked this, I also realized that whenever I've seen you in a lot of films, right? Be it Tumhari Sulu or
Mission
Mangal,
yeah.
where relationship between husband and wife, how smoothly and how realistically it has been portrayed all the time.
Thank you. But I guess it's just, I love people. I love getting to know people and their stories and watching people. So I think I probably borrow from there. I think, I don't know. I don't know how to answer this. Sorry.
It's a sign of a good actor. I'm again saying this. I just said it in another interview also. That when they do something good, they'll hardly have answers. How did that do it?
I think he beautifully answered on your behalf.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I also want to know the current state, relationships, social media. There is so much of influence.
Yeah.
There are, people probably happy or not happy, but they want to showcase something on social media. So how do you see that state?
I think, people are just wanting to create an image of themselves that they want to believe in. And therefore they're putting it out there. But it's so sad that instead of working at creating that reality for ourselves, we are focusing on just projecting something to the world.
Which is not there.
Yeah, so I think, I don't even want to say people, I want to say all of us, because we are all in that trap. We're all, we're all prey to that. But it's so sad, I think we've lost that connection with ourselves.
True.
We are yearning human connections, but now I think we don't know how to connect with people. Because even when two people are sitting together, they're invariably on the phone.
True.
There have been times when my husband and I have been across the table, and he's told me, he said, why are you looking at the phone? I just look at the phone just to see. Kisi ke calls nahi aate, kuch nahi hota, but I just
Nahi,
turn
wo
it.
tendency, correct.
And so therefore consciously now when we sit at a table together, we just put our phones face down.
Yeah.
Or we put it away. Because otherwise it's so easy to get lost in that virtual world.
True.
Kaun kya keh raha hai, kaun kahan ja raha hai. It's just, who has posted. It's consuming.
True.
And it's not real.
And
It's
by doing
actually
that,
an escape, no?
it's an escape also for a lot of people. But by doing that, I think that they are creating more pressure on their own selves.
True.
So if it is helping them, creating this fake world, making them happy, it's good. But
They
they
shouldn't
should
be
also
manipulated,
realize
yeah.
that going forward, this will create a lot of pressure.
No, but I do think it makes a lot of people very unhappy.
Very unhappy.
Because you know that that's not real.
Yeah.
And then you also see similar pictures of others and you believe that that is true.
That is true.
Yeah.
But you should realize that if it's not true for you, it's not true for other people
Yeah.
also. And then you begin to feel low. I've read articles on this.
There are a lot of people going through mental health issues
Yeah,
because
yeah,
of this.
yeah.
They are getting anxiety a lot. In fact, in younger generation, I've seen a lot of people around me also, that young kids,
Kids, true.
they are going through anxiety.
Yeah. Just to add to this, what is that one suggestion with the experience that you have, you would love to, give to the young people, young crowd in the terms who are in college, and then they get disturbed if they are going through a bad phase in relationship? What is that one advice you would like to give?
Oh, I think with whatever that I have experienced till now, I would like to say that no human being is perfect.
Yeah.
We are humans, we are bound to fail, we are bound to go through difficult patch. So you are not the only one. And sooner the better. So fail early, fail fast.
Yeah. And nothing is the end of the world. Every moment presents the opportunity to start anew.
Even today, separation is not easy. It has so much of impact on mental health again,
Yeah.
not just that, and there are a lot of people who are not even able to take that decision.
Yeah. I think it's very tough,
Yeah, it's very tough, no? Because you've invested yourself, you've invested your love in somebody.
And then in a marriage, there are families involved.
Yeah.
So it's so tough to make that. And then if there are children,
Yeah.
I think it's
even
that
difficult.
much more difficult.
It's another layer of difficulty, yeah.
Yeah, so I think only whoever's in that situation will only know what is the right thing for them to do. And I just wish they have the courage to do what's right for them.
Yeah.
Even if it means working in the relationship. Not always walking out. And that also requires a lot of courage.
Correct.
But sometimes it also requires courage to work through a relationship.
And again, I will go back to the statement where I said I was reading a lot of comments, and there were few comments where, your fans have mentioned that they are not able to see you often now on screen.
Yeah.
So, I know that you are selective and particular about what you select, but over the years, what has changed?
No, actually, what happened is I had 3 back-to-back OTT releases. And while they did very well on the platform they were released on, I think lots of other people may not have seen it, so they feel like they feel like there's not been a release. But I've had releases at regular intervals since 2012, Like every year there's been a release.
Yeah, actually,
So-
yeah. There was Sherni, then there was Jalsa,
Jalsa,
then there was
before that
Niyat.
there was Shakuntala.
Shakuntala Devi.
Niyat, of course, didn't do well, and before that there were 3 films on OTT. So I think people just, but I'm
Probably
glad
want
that
you back
people
in
feel they want to
theatres.
see more
Yeah.
of me. Yeah.
OTT has, has a greater reach in the terms of people from different countries also consuming.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're very happy about the Indian content. Like
Yeah.
these days we talk so much about Korean content, but people sitting in other countries are also talking about Indian
Right.
content.
Yes.
So as actors, how do you see this platform?
Oh, I'm very happy
Yeah.
that these platforms are here, because that's the reason that I'm here talking to you guys doing
Yeah.
this film. An OTT platform has given us the audience for all kind of content.
Correct.
It was always there, but difficult to reach out to them. Now we can actually reach out to the audience far off with our content.
And I'm just glad, the more people, this is what we work for, right? We want more and more and more people to watch us. And imagine people who don't know Hindi, for example, are watching
Hindi.
what
Yeah.
we're doing. How can it get any better than this, you know?
You have your own, journey in the industry. So today when you look back, how do you see that?
I think it's been a beautiful, fulfilling journey. And very exciting one. Yeah. I'm very grateful.
Yeah, this is the field which I guess this is the only field where people come with their own will. Nobody pushes you to do this. If you have to become an engineer, there may be there are a lot of cases that family must have pushed you to become an engineer or doctor or CA.
But nobody.
But artist is one profession where you come with your own rigor, with your own passion towards it. So I feel so blessed and grateful that my passion is my profession today. कितने लोग होंगे जिनको अपना हम जो करना है वही कर पाते होंगे.
Correct.
And I feel so proud that we work in a place, in an industry that is absolutely secular.
Yeah.
Absolutely secular.
And these days a lot of people say, or the makers say, ki industry audience is changing. Because audience is changing, now we look at scripts in a very different way.
Both things.
It's both.
But also we've gotten exposed to all kinds of content. So I think that exposure happened during the pandemic when people were sitting at home and just browsing through content that was available and suddenly struck gold. अच्छा है, ऐसी भी बनती है फिल्में, ऐसी भी कहानियाँ होती हैं, ऐसे भी किरदार होते हैं. And then therefore now, we are able to tell all kinds of stories and people are lapping them up. So I definitely think that has happened, but obviously what happens in cinema is, when I say cinema, I'm using it as a blanket term for entertainment, is also reflective of what's happening in society. It's, you don't know what came first.
And in fact, the definition of entertainment has also, become a little wider now. It's not about only making them laugh,
Yeah.
only making them happy. It's about even educating the audience.
Correct.
So if they feel they learned something new, that also entertains them.
Yeah.
True.
And we are actually reaching out to those kind of audience.
One thing you would love to tell your audience to go and watch this movie in theatres.
If you have ever fallen in love, you must watch it. And if you haven't, you must watch it.
Yeah. If love makes the world go round and round, so that's, if there is any love in your heart, if you want to feel loved, if you are in love, if you've been in love at some point, if you've loved and lost, whatever it is, come watch Aur Do Pyaar.
Thank you so much for this lovely conversation and wish you all the best for the movie.
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
Lovely
you.
meeting you again.
Same here.